So, of course, with the amount of pictures, videos, memes now floating around, it probably comes as no surprise that the world's largest timed cycle race, the Cape Town Cycle Tour, was cancelled due to excessive winds, fires, even protest action, winds up to 100 kilometers an hour. So never mind the cyclists who have put so much time, training and resources into this, and we certainly commiserate with you. But of course, the race organisers have been working toward this for an entire year. David Bellairs, I don't want to make you cry this morning. I would imagine you all cried out after having to make, I'm sure, one of the toughest decisions of your career, cancelling the race. Just talk us through that moment. What led up to that decision? Anyone who's seen bikes flying in the wind in the videos, we can understand the need to do that. Talk us through your process there.
Well, we'd been monitoring the weather the whole week, and on Saturday afternoon we had a meeting with the Disaster Management Services, and it was a call we made on Saturday to proceed. The wind was going to be half as strong as it'd been in 2009, and on that basis we thought everything would be fine. So we rolled the plans out 10 o'clock on Saturday night. I was sitting out at one of the factories that roll out the water points, and a massive exercise, and they were rolling out literally from 10 o'clock Saturday night. And then on the way home I noticed the wind had started picking up, and by Sunday morning it was just brutal. I mean, it was absolutely brutal, and we let the elites go, and I got a call from the commissar's vehicle to say, look, it's really tough out here, the guys are battling. Shortly after that, we let our veterans go, and I then made a call to the jock.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. When you see those clips, you realise that people's lives are worth more than trying to force them out on the road, and the decision was made for safety. I mean, there was no question. There's a lot of talk about it was stopped because of the protest action. That's not true.
Yeah, no,
it was stopped because the wind was just unplayable.
Well, I suppose we can call it a perfect storm, you know, with fires happening in Hart Bay. There was speak of routes being moved or changed. Did you try contingency plans at that stage, and how did the cyclists themselves react?
Well, we heard about the potential protest action, so we rolled out Plan B, which was detouring at the Glencairn Expressway, so that we would bypass any potential risk en route. But you can't bypass the Cape Doctor when the Cape Doctor rolls in. And it was, I mean, I think the sad part for us was Saturday was a perfect day.
Yeah.
And then this morning, coming in here, the number of bikes out on the road, it's just why that 5-6 hours. It's cruel.
No, it is. That's the best way to explain it. I was joking, and please, if I'm laughing, it really is out of a sense of irony. I can relate to what you went through, but people literally doing laps of Sea Point, just looking for a little bit of road to ride on. What's next then? Do we even attempt to redo something this big logistically, or do we now focus on next year?
No, I think now it's about focusing on next year. We will regroup as an office today. We will start to talk about how we communicate to those people that have been disadvantaged this year. Obviously, there are a lot of very, very I'm not unhappy. People that were down on the foreshore, I think they're disappointed. And we need to make sure that we look after them as we move forward and don't disadvantage them next year when we have perfect weather, because we know we'll have perfect weather.
And we probably will have perfect weather. David, I really do have to apologise to you. On behalf of all Cape Townians, I know we love this time of the year. We love this race. It stands out as one of the top races. We know it's the biggest timed cycle race on the yearly calendar. So a lot of disappointed cyclists out there, but I think you probably are the most disappointed of them all. So we commiserate, my friend.
Thanks very much.
And we look forward to catching up with you next year for a beautiful race, and hopefully just as many cyclists coming out here to brave what is a beautiful route, never mind the weather conditions.